Bobby Gaines back here with the top of the 13th inning. Yes, the 13th inning. After Familia blew the lead in the ninth, the Mets and Royals have been going back and forth for four more innings, trying to see who will win this game one. As we look at the longest games in history by inning, the 2005 World Series, I actually do remember that, went 14 innings for game three. This game, the first game, we're already in the top of the 13th here with Chris Young coming back on. Royals and Mets running out of pitchers here. Mets have, of course, gone to old favorite Bartolo Colon as Travis d'Arnaud takes, I don't even know, 1-1. Apparently he took a strike there. Couldn't really tell. I'm tired. This game is going on forever, and I'm loving it. It has been a really great game, even with, everything going on, the errors, the home runs. There's a lot to love there. d'Arnaud hits it. That's a foul ball. So 1-2 the count. This is the epitome of baseball here. Two really great teams going back and forth. Bases were loaded in the last inning. Bartolo Colon got out of it. 4-4 the score still in the top of the 13th inning. Chris Young on. It is ridiculous. And who knows how many pitchers we're going to see in this game, Assuming the Mets don't take the lead here and, Royals don't score in the bottom half of the inning. Oh, this thing could go on forever. It's a shame they start these World Series games so late because, this is one of the best championship-type games I've seen in a long time, and a lot of people aren't even going to watch it unless they're big baseball fans because it's after midnight already, and the game has shown no signs of ending. So if you're even if you're a fan of baseball, you got to go to bed at some point. It's a shame the World Series games don't start earlier, or at least maybe, I don't know. Either way, this game is like 4 or 5 hours long already, so there's really not much you can do there as that pitch is up for ball two. Mets and Royals showing why they really are the two best teams in baseball right now. The pitching on both sides, the hitting, hitting kind of comes and goes, it seems, but that one is hit to shortstop. Escobar throws on to first, 1 out in the 13th. My God. This postseason baseball has been incredible, really. Pretty much every series has been great. Right now, as we look at the schedules for the other games, well, there is a 7:30 start tomorrow. 7 o'clock start on Halloween. Don't know if I'll be watching that game just because Halloween and all, but anyway, 2015 World Series, Mets Royals. So far, it's been a classic already through not even one game, and tied at 4 here with that was a strike. God, I'm even awake enough to know that wasn't a strike. Juan Lagares up to bat. He's got a couple of impactful hits in this game, to say the least. But we'll see if that holds up. Whoa, that one's inside. 1-1. Actually bunted for a hit back in, the 11th or 12th inning. I've lost track at this point. He is 2 for 2. Doesn't play much, Juan Lagares, but making the most of his playing time in this World Series. See what he can do here in the 13th inning as he takes another one up and in for ball two. That's the thing about these kind of moments. It's always the random players. Not always, but, the players like your Juan Lagares, your Bernie Carbo, just players that, you don't really think about. Like Aaron Boone even with the Yankees. It's like those players just come up and they make such a big impact. And all it takes is one time. If he gets a big hit here or sparks a rally, you're not going to remember much about Lagares, but you'll remember this game one of the World Series if he has a good game, which he already has 2 hits. We'll see if he can add to that. Nope, struck out. Ball was dropped. He's out at first. So 2 outs in the top of the 13th. My God, this game will never end. Say goodbye. I assume you're watching every out of this. It has been an intense run to this point for the Mets. Definitely swung and missed at that, no doubt about it. That ball was low. That ball was in the dirt, it was so low. Swung at it long after he had a chance to hit it, so we're all sitting here like, what are you swinging at? Wilmer Flores, whoa, he hit that one. Oh, foul, man, he hit that well. Kind of had a feeling it wasn't gone because of the way he just kind of slumped over. It didn't look like he really was balanced at all when he hit it. Just kind of threw it flat foul. But another swing like that, and we may break this tie. Chris Young. That better not be a strike. Okay, 1-1. That pitch was high. Wilmer Flores, 0 for 4, had a sacrifice bunt in the 11th, if anyone can remember the 11th inning anymore. Swings and pops that one up foul. 1-2. So even though the Royals, big pitchers, your Wade Davis, your Ryan Madson, even though they're not in the game anymore, the Royals bullpen is still posing a challenge here with Chris Young up to pitch a couple innings. Young up to 35 pitches in the last couple of innings, facing Flores with 2 outs. And Flores fouls it off. My God. So, Mets trying to win this first game of the World Series, and Flores, foul ball. That was well hit. Another one that was well hit in this at bat, but nothing to show for it. As Wilmer Flores, yep, we're going to show him crying for like the 20 millionth time. I think I'm going to cry from how long this game is lasting. Out of play. Alright, so nothing else. He's making Chris Young work for it. Up to 38 pitches now in the top of the 13th inning. And, yeah. Whew. What else can you say? This is, as I mentioned, baseball at its finest. 2 great teams gutting it out for that ever-elusive win. Something's got to give. That was inside. I don't know why the Royals fans are reacting to that. The guy had to move out of the way to avoid the pitch. Obviously, it wasn't a strike. God, you got to be kidding me on that. 2-2 to Flores. The 40th pitch of the outing for Chris Young on the way. And the 2-2. In the dirt. Ball 3. 3-2, 2 outs, nobody on. Top of the 13th inning, Nieuwenhuis. Nieuwenhuis? I didn't even know Nieuwenhuis was in the game. Nieuwenhuis is apparently on deck now because whatever. Because Kirk Nieuwenhuis just needs to bat in the World Series for some reason. I don't know. Let's go figure that one. Oh, another foul ball, and this at-bat will continue. I love these epic at-bats. This really long at-bats, it doesn't always work out, but sometimes you get a pretty good result out of it. Other times it just ends in a disappointing strikeout. See most of the Red Sox at-bats this season. But we'll see. As Murphy watches on. That one is up, and he draws a walk. So Flores, with probably the longest at-bat ever to end in a walk, goes to first base. I don't even know if anyone was warming up in the Royals bullpen. But we'll find out. That's the pitching coach. There's got to be somebody else in the Royals bullpen, because, I don't know, there just has to be. This game may never stink an end. But it's been a great game, as I mentioned, 4-4. Too bad Familia gave up the home run to Alex Gordon, but, these things happen. I still trust him to close out other games in this series. I'm so tired. But I'm trying to get through this game here. As Kirk Nieuwenhuis inexplicably comes to the plate. Because I guess they just ran out of players. I don't even know. What position is he playing right now? It doesn't even matter. You got Kirk stinking Nieuwenhuis up to bat. I don't know. That's just not a good sign. But I digress. Maybe Kirk Nieuwenhuis will prove us all wrong. And if he does, I'll have it on video forever and ever. And we can all have a good laugh about how I made fun of Kirk Nieuwenhuis and he proved me wrong. How was that a strike? Come on! Oh, God, these calls are so... Even Kirk Nieuwenhuis is mad, and Kirk Nieuwenhuis sucks. Sorry, Kirk Nieuwenhuis. Really, Kirk Nieuwenhuis? I do like saying Kirk Nieuwenhuis. If nothing else, I enjoy saying Kirk Nieuwenhuis. May as well swing at that, because if you don't, the umpire will probably call it a strike anyway. Alright, 0-2 to Nieuwenhuis. Raise your hand if you saw this coming. Why is Kirk Nieuwenhuis batting in the World Series? Damn it, Kirk Nieuwenhuis. Who I forgot was on the Mets until just now. Pops it up in traditional Kirk Nieuwenhuis fashion. Moustakas catches it. And we go on to the bottom of the 13th. Thank you very much, Mr. Kirk Nieuwenhuis.